Well, hello, my beautiful Taurians. Welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your monthly reading for September 2024. I've already cleansed your space and I've meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares, and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about, pretending to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings and I will never reach out to you personally to offer one. Also, I will never ask you for money, e-gifts, or donations. So if anyone masquerading as me asks for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful there's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Taurians, this is your monthly reading for September. I can't believe we're here already, but here we are. I'm going to get all of your cards first before I connect to an outcome, and I will let you know about the astrological alignments as I shuffle the cards, okay? And of course, we have officially moved into Virgo season. So let's just face facts. This is a really big month for a number of reasons. It will literally be the wild card energetically that bridges us all to the very intense climactic month of October. Anyway, let's not get ahead of ourselves and focus more on September 1st. The heavyweight planets Pluto and Uranus are here to shake things up a little, as if we weren't already dealing with quite a lot. But of course, Saturn clashes with the new moon on the 2nd of September, and then we also have a full moon eclipse on the 17th. And that's really going to top things off. But let's take a minute, catch your breath, and really dissect this energy, so that we can all see how you can utilize this powerful energy to benefit or enrich your life personally in some way. Now, firstly, Virgo season encourages us all to be the best version of ourselves, to get practical, organized, and make serious progress and stay on track towards our goals. Saturn, of course, is a hard taskmaster, making sure that we all get back to basics, remain grounded, and focused in all our endeavors. So you may feel called to detox this month or set new health goals in motion, or even feel compelled to meticulously cast a critical eye on areas of your life that could do with a little smoother energy, smoothing things over. But do be mindful to be compassionate with your wonderful self, as it can be a destructive energy to pursue perfection. Cleaning house metaphorically or repairing things physically, DIY, decluttering, and basically completing anything that you've already started will be a primary focus for you now. But let's really get a deep look at the difficult stuff. So if you'd rather not hear about the intense influences that the planetary alignments have in store for us all this month, then please fast forward until all cards are on the table. So if that's you, see you on the other side. And for the rest of you who want to stay on, let's talk about combustible planet Uranus. It slows down to a stationary retrograde position on the 2nd of September. And basically, it's in your sign, my beautiful Taurians, so this may affect you quite heavily. This really is a big deal, as Uranus is a rebellious planet that tends to shock us or awaken us with brutal global or personal truths. It can cause sudden restructures, U-turns on promises, disruptions, and even chaos. Okay, it can also amplify seismic or volcanic activity, especially in volcanoes that have remained dormant for quite some time. There could also be an increase in tornado or hurricane strengths or weather systems in general. And from now until October, we could see large-scale power or internet outages, major travel disruptions too. Uranus tends to break things apart, to shift the pressure, and abolish things that are no longer working, to force us all on a personal but also on a global scale to transform, fix, or find a solution for the better. So what we do need to keep an eye on, though, is the fact that Uranus is currently in your sign, Taurus, so we could see some critical wobbles in the financial sector, or even a change in some countries of how they interact with money as a physical, tangible asset. So I would say this is a really great time to save down any financial statements as proof of funds, or any documents, projects that you're currently working on that's truly important, just in case there are gremlins in the system. Now, I'm not here to worry or scare anyone. I only mention this because Pluto also re-enters Capricorn. And the last time that happened was in 2008. If you know what I mean. And it will be there until the 19th of November, where it will then switch signs into Aquarius. Now, I did mention this at my yearly forecast, so if you did listen to that, you may remember, but if not, of course, I'll just let you know that the last time Pluto entered Aquarius was in 1778, a time of revolution. Now, I'm not saying we will repeat that cycle, but it could lend itself to some pretty turbulent energy. And of course, it's not all doom and gloom, but I do have to be honest, and most of you who stayed on to listen to this part, you can already feel the shift and where it could possibly be headed. Now, on a positive note, this combination could expose major corruption in long-standing establishments to tear down the curtain of secrecy, revealing global truths. Shocking news that brings change to the status quo. There could also be some breakthroughs in new technology, which truly is positive. And the combination of Uranus and Pluto could also see some sudden removals of political figures too. On a global scale, there is going to be a lot going on in the next 3 months. I'm not going to lie to you there. And September is the catalyst for that. But on a personal level, this challenging time can draw people together, unity, choosing to coexist in harmony, perhaps even inspire people to look at alternative paths in life. More millionaires are actually made during these times too, so it can actually be very, very positive for the collective. And remember, of course, we are currently in Virgo season, and Virgo is the great strategist, the calm in the chaos, who locks onto the goal beyond the chaos and strides boldly towards successfully making life happen on your own terms, regardless of the circumstances outside of yourself. It's about leaving the familiar to accomplish the extraordinary. So embrace this combustible energy to work with you and not against you. And of course, I have saved the best for last. For we have a glorious trine as our saving grace. Venus will be in Libra, forming a trine with Jupiter, planet of good luck and auspicious outcomes. So for you personally, anything that you've been working hard to accomplish will be met with positive results. And if you're looking for love, opportunities to meet new people are being sent your way. Of course, if you're in a relationship already, good times lie ahead as you team up to overcome any challenges towards success and deepen your loving connection. And I would say that trine, it really takes the edge off some of this combustible energy, but I do have to make you aware, okay? Now, your first card for the month of September is the Justice card. So this is about, being on top of your administrative tasks, things like, opening your mail, replying to messages, listening to voicemails. It can also be that you're making some adjustments in your current circumstances to remain flexible, but at the same time, you're speaking your truth, you're leading with authenticity, and you're getting organized. This is a card of balance, of harmony, but it's also about you looking at your effort that you are implementing in your life. You're giving it your all because you've got the Prince of Cups there, and of course you have the Princess of Pentacles. Now, I will pull some cards just to see if this is two people, because this could basically indicate that some of you may have to mediate between two people. This could be friendships that are going through some sort of conflict right now, and you feel like you're in the middle. Or it could be family members, or maybe even people at work that you feel like somehow you've got stuck in the middle of this, or you want to be fair to each side and you're not picking a side is what I see there. But also, I will pull a card on that in a moment. This card is more about you living your truth and the effort that you put into whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish, and then looking at the outcome. And some of you are starting some really exciting new things this month. This could be new projects, it could be new environments, maybe even new friendships. And some of you, it could be new contracts, because this is a card of legality. So some of you, it could be that you're looking at service providers. Maybe there is an end to a contract or an expiry date, and you're looking around for a better deal. Or perhaps, a better service provider if you feel like the service you've been getting isn't what you've been looking for. For some of you, this could be that you're ending contracts on certain things that you don't need anymore, subscriptions or things that you don't utilize to the fullest, so that you can save and have a little bit more money in your pocket. Because the Princess of Pentacles is really about conserving your finances and making sure that you build a strong financial secure position. So some of you may even open up like a new account financially as well, or move money around into different accounts just to spread things around a little bit, because I really get this energy of just making sure that everything is in order in your life in the month of September. Now, of course, I want you to be aware that your 5th house and the 11th house are influencing you this month. And the 5th house is all about the pursuit of pleasure, having fun. So this card is really about the balance of that, especially with the Prince of Cups there, which is all about doing things that you love. And of course, the Princess of Pentacles, which I will show you in a moment, is all about the practicalities of life. You know, your responsibilities, the effort that you're putting in, paying your bills, keeping on top of things. So that's really having the best of both worlds there with this card. So this is about letting your hair down. Some of you may be like organizing your schedule so that you can book really exciting, fun things to do over the month of September and beyond for the rest of the year. It's about letting your hair down. It's about accepting invitations. It's about coming out of your comfort zone to seek more excitement and spontaneity in life. Also, some of you may pick up a hobby during this month, or may even revamp your love life. So if you are in a relationship, this could be, you know, about you and your partner deciding to have a quick getaway or a date night, or making more time for each other, you know, really, you know, reigniting that spark between you both. And if you're looking for love, of course, this is a strong month to meet someone new there. There's a lot of potential for you to meet new people. But I feel you may meet someone where you... I'm just getting an energy of like there's just lots of things happening at the place where you meet this person. So it could be like a festival where there's like different stalls of things happening, or it could be that you're going to like a local event where there is like a fun fair, you know, carnival, but there's stalls with food and trinkets or crafts. I just get an energy of like lots going on there. So if you are connecting to something like that, that's a very strong energy to meet someone at. Or it could be that you have a conversation with a new person and they attended the same event as you, and you know, you could have crossed paths, and wherever you're going to meet, I feel like you have a conversation about this event. So I'm just going to leave that there because this reading, it's more broad for the month ahead. This card is literally about getting organized, okay? So I definitely see creative projects this month for you, you forging ahead and really being discerning about the energy that you put into all the tasks and responsibilities that you have so that you can create some more time for you. And of course, your 11th house is taking over at the end of the month, and that's all about your hopes, your dreams, your fears. It's about manifesting things that are really going to benefit you. So I would say, especially with this card, it's like be really honest with yourself, create a list and set your intention of the things that you want, and then watch the universe step in to deliver people or opportunities to help you and guide you on your way. The universe is listening. This is a card of good karma, the boomerang karma coming right back to you and creating a little bit more balance and harmony in your life. So you may feel a little bit more sociable than usual, and some of you, if it's going to be business related, because this is a card of contracts, some of you could be looking for new roles in business. If you are looking for a job and you're currently out of one, I feel like there are some options coming in, but I feel some of them really pay close attention as to how you feel in the environment when you go for an interview. If you feel something's off, or you feel that the environment is like austere or strict, or you just feel like there's low workers' morale, or you just feel something's off there, pay close attention to that, especially if you have options, because I feel there's one place that you're really going to love being, and you get to take charge of your environment. You are someone who's going to be able to utilize your skill set fully, and you're just going to really flourish in the environment, but you will be able to tell in the interview, okay? So just have a quick glance around at people and how they're conducting themselves in the environment, and you'll be able to tell which place is right for you. But I do see you signing new contracts. So if you are looking for a role, I definitely see here that you will be starting a position. And some of you, if you are in a career already and you're looking out there to see if there's other opportunities, I see something more creative coming your way, but also where you can utilize your voice or basically implement new ideas. You're really listened to there. So if you're putting a resume resume out there, I do see options coming in for you to step into a new position. We've got a Ten of Swords here, and we've got an Ace of Swords at the end of the month. So starting new things are going to be really beneficial for you. But I feel it's something you've manifested, okay, because you have the Magician card there. So this is clearly set your intention, write that list, or, verbalize it to the universe. Speak your truth, because remember, thoughts become things, and also words are spellings. They're spelt. They're cast out to the universe to create your destiny. So I feel like you're being very precise about the things that you connect to, and this is all about intentional living. So I feel like you're really looking at that this month as well. Now, of course, if you're an entrepreneur and you're already running your own business, I feel some of you may need to look at contracts. So there could be rules, regulations, or policies changing, and you may need to make some adjustments in the way that you run your business, or perhaps you are hiring some new people to help you in your endeavors, and you may need to put some new contracts out there for people to sign. For some of you, it could be that, because I do see some downsizing energy here, some of you may be making some cutbacks, and you're actually not making cutbacks because you need to. It feels more that you're being really savvy and looking at where you can just tighten the ship a little bit is what I see there. Also, if you are a boss or an entrepreneur, I see that there could be someone leaving this month. They hand in their resignation, and you may need to go through some extra legalities there too. I feel for some of you, if this is someone that you really value as a worker, which I feel like you do, you may actually give them an option, and I still feel that they're going to leave. Okay, so I just want you to be aware of that. I don't see any hard times here or any bad feeling. I just feel that this person, they are either moving, because I see adjustment in their life. They may be moving somewhere else, and they're looking for another opportunity elsewhere. So I'm just going to step away from that energy because, of course, the majority of you are not connecting to that, but it did pop up, so I have to honor the energy. This really is about, my beautiful Taurians, looking at where your heart belongs and where you feel like home is. I feel like you're following your heart. You're trying to revitalize your spirits for life, okay? Because whenever you get the Prince of Cups, this is the equivalent, of course, of the Knight of Cups. So this can be that you've been going through some difficult times. I can see your cards have been challenging, and a lot of you are exhausted. You're running at capacity right now. You're doing everything you can for the circumstances that you've got. I feel like this is about a brand new month and a brand new mindset. So I feel here that this is about you connecting to things that you're really excited about, but also this is a card of invitation. So I see a lot of you being invited to things that you're going to really love being at, but also I feel like you're going to get a compliment this month as well that puts a nice spring in your step there. For some of you, if you're looking for love, I feel like there is an opportunity to meet love. Of course, I've already mentioned that, but when you get this card, this is a promise to yourself that you're only going to spend your time doing things that you really feel good about, okay? So I feel like you're not going to waste your time doing something that you really are not interested in or that doesn't benefit you in some way. And also, I feel there is an energy here of someone that really loves you. I feel like they miss you. So this could be a friend, and I feel this person, they may tell you that they're about to move or there's some big change in their life, but they've been missing you, and I feel like they're going to reach out. So I feel this is a coming togetherness in the month of September where you just spend good time with good company. Now, of course, you're not one to forget about your responsibilities. This card is the Page of Pentacles equivalent. Okay, so this can be that you're starting new projects. Some of you may be applying to study or take up a course of learning. Now this could be on the internet because, of course, the Justice card connects to the internet and to the ether, really. So some of you could be putting things online or launching new projects online as a second money-making idea. I feel there's a lot of decluttering going on in your reading, and this could be that the Virgo influence for the season is really making itself known, shall we say, because we've got the Seven of Cups there, and we've got the Ten of Swords along with the Justice card, which is about making adjustments, looking at what you value in your life, what stays in your life, and what you have outgrown in some way, and basically either putting out pre-loved goods so that other people can love what you have, and there's a financial recompense there for you. Or it could be that you are just putting things out because you no longer need them. And I feel like you're just it almost feels like a spring clean, even though it's not spring, okay? Now, also, this card can be that you're really focused on your finances this month. You're keeping on top of your bills and your budgets. This is a card of being practical, making an effort, being realistic with your circumstances, and being dependable to show up and do what you got to do in order to make your life run really smoothly. But also, this card can indicate that your commitment to prosperity, you're going to see some tangible kind of indication that success is assured, evidence that you are on the right path and that what you're working towards is paying off. So I see some of you being able to save a little bit more this month, or you put in some new sort of savings budget plan that you're really excited about, and it just helps you create more wealth there as well. Also, I feel for some of you, you could be doing something that you really love, that you feel like you're beginning at, or you're starting afresh with. You're actually starting from experience, not from scratch. That's what I see there. For example, if you're launching your own business, I feel like you have a wealth of knowledge behind you and you can transfer those skills into whatever it is you're doing. If you are, for example, for some of you, you're a parent, or perhaps you're pregnant and you're about to give birth. Congratulations if that's you. I feel like some of you, it could be like a second child is what I'm being given here, so it feels like it's easier than the last time. That may not resonate with everyone, of course, but that is coming out there too, because we do have the Fool card, which can represent, especially when it's in the resistance position, you know, a child about to be born. And now, there may be some sort of like a question about the name there as well. So if you're trying to debate the name with your partner or with family members, I definitely see a decision gets made once the child is born. Okay, so that's really random that that's come out, but there it is. And I feel everyone's happy with the decision. Okay, so if you've been mediating that, then that's definitely something that you're going to be very positive about. But moving away with respect from that energy, the Fool card is a card of potential, and it's also a card of wanting to have a little bit more fun, wanting more spontaneity, and you know, life is hard, okay? And I feel a lot of you are looking at your options right now to make things easier, because that Seven of Cups is basically, you know, visualize what it is that you want. Use your imagination. You have an incredible mind. Anything is possible when you get that Seven of Cups. So I feel like, you know, remove any doubt, be focused on what it is that you really want, and just go for it. I feel this energy of you making a calculated risk, or perhaps some of you are setting up second streams of income, because there is a sense of duality here with the Justice card, which is like tipping the scales. Don't spread yourself too thin, because I feel, you know, you'll burn yourself out, and some of you are pretty exhausted there. The fact that you've got the Justice card twice, especially with the Fool card there, it can indicate some of you, it's like you're unsure about a person or a situation. And if you're unsure about anything and you feel like something is a little bit off or unfair, because I feel a lot of you have been going through something unfair recently, this could be connected to a legal issue. I would say that it will be coming to an end very soon, and you may actually feel hurt by the circumstance. If it's a divorce, for example, you may feel really hurt about the whole way it went. But at the end of the day, with that Ace of Swords, it's a real breakthrough, and it's a breath of fresh air that is over. And now there's a release. There's like an energy of freedom. So even if you haven't been going through a divorce, or you've been going through a legal settlement, it can mean that, you know, there's suddenly a freedom here. Also, for some of you, it could be that you're tying up loose ends on projects, and suddenly you feel this like fresh energy, like what next? So I feel this is a card of excitement for you, and I feel this is a card of ambition, but it's also a card of independence. A lot of you are trying to exert your independence, live life on your own terms, and I feel like, you know, you're not a people pleaser. So I definitely see you manifesting some really wonderful things your way, being on top of living in general, but making sure that you have some time to enjoy yourself as well. Also, that Fool card, for some of you, you could be thinking about adopting a pet, is what I'm being given. And I feel like it's very important, because I'm being given this energy that the pet will adopt you. Okay, so when you meet this pet, I feel like the pet will adopt you. Even if you're going to like look at some animals that you're wanting to adopt, there's going to be one that comes over and it's like, you're claimed. So that's really going to be very endearing. Okay, now moving on from the energy, we have the Seven of Cups, but it is in the resistance position at first, which can indicate that, you know, you're being really direct and serious now. If you've had to make a decision, you will have clarity. And I also feel that if some of you feel something has been off, especially with a person who's been immature and things have not been fair, suddenly the truth will out. So you could discover something about a person or a situation that you felt intuitively for quite some time, but now the big reveal is occurring, and now I feel like you know what to do about it. I feel like you take control of the situation, you move away from the situation. I feel actually with that Ten of Swords, it's quite drastic, so you may like look at this person in a different way, but the Ace of Swords is present, which means there may be like a conversation about accountability or responsibility. So I feel like you're reserving your judgment at first until you hear this person or this situation out. But at the end of the day, I feel everything has changed. So you may look at this person or situation with new eyes, is what I'm being given. But also, I feel this is about you being clear in your intentions this month, focusing on what you want. It's almost like you've got a blueprint or a plan and you're following it. And you're going to be on top of things, you're leading with purpose, and you're speaking your truth and living life according to your own desires. We've also got that Justice card. You know, it's in the reverse position. I would say, and I can't imagine any of you would ever do this, but if there is something presented to you that feels a little bit like dishonest, or it feels like it's not the fair path, or, you know, it could be that for some of you, if you're offered something and it just feels too good to be true, I would say investigate it further or don't connect to it, because if you connect to anything that is not legal or anything that is, you know, dishonest or unfair, I feel like it will be exposed and you'll be caught, is what I'm being given. So I can't imagine any of you beautiful Taurians would be doing that, but I feel, you know, it's worth remembering. Also, if some of you are leaving a position, look at your contract before you leave something. So whether that's you leaving a service provider or like a cell phone company or your job or whatever it is, look at the contract, because there may be some stipulations in that contract that you need to adhere to before you end it. Or it could be that if you want to end it now or get out of something early, that there can be an agreement that is formed, but there may be some penalties there as well. And for some of you, like, I gotta be honest, some of you, especially with the finances there, you could be looking at like pensions and trying to get like pension early. I'm not sure if that's even possible, but some of you, there may be something there about a penalty if you try to dip into that early, or you're looking at your finances and it could be that there is some sort of contractual stipulation before you get your finances. Okay, that's something that's coming out there as well, so I have to honor that. But anything that's in the resistance position, as I said, it will go into the upright. So this is about being on track. It's about being honest, leading with integrity, speaking your truth, but also things being fair, because I feel things have not been fair for you for quite some time. You've been working really hard and things just feel a little bit out of balance, all this work, and you want to see evidence of success. And I feel a lot of you, you're generating more prosperity, and I feel like you're also going to have the ability to attract more, because your 11th house is influencing you, but also the Magician card is in your reading. And this is the outcome. Thoughts become things. So I feel with the Magician card here, it's you manifesting the life that you aspire to, but also you're turning your visions into reality by taking action. All of your cards are about action, stability, investment. You know, the Prince of Cups is the dream. It's the vision, and it's about keeping it alive or rising up and doing something bold and daring after a difficult period. And the Princess of Pentacles is like being grounded, having a plan. Everything starts with a plan, but it has to be a vision first. So I feel like you've got all the elements in play right now to make things become a reality there. Now also, this card is about being focused, being organized, being productive, and being on top of things. And there's so much potential for the month of September for you to really accomplish your heart's desire. You're listening to your heart, you're making things happen on your own terms. You're someone who is very gifted and very talented, and actually you're connecting to a lot of downloads this month as well. And I feel for some of you, there is an energy here of steering clear of manipulation. So if you feel like you're in between two people, or you have to be a mediator, or you feel that someone is trying to draw you into someone else's fight or anger, you know, I feel like you are not going to be drawn into that. I feel like you stand your ground on that, and I feel like you are not taking sides. That's the energy that I'm getting there. Now, I have to acknowledge that we have a 10 of Swords here. It's an outcome energy. I will pull a card on it. I also want to pull a card on these two cards to see if they are people. But we have a very risque 10 of Swords there. So I'm just going to put my finger like that, okay? Because YouTube did not like this card last time. So I'm just putting my finger there. You can probably get the gist as to why. It's a beautiful card, but YouTube doesn't like it. So 10 of Swords there indicates something is coming to an end. You're going to deal with a lot of endings this month. But this can also be a card of you sort of really thinking about who or what deserves a place in your life and deserves a place in your September. So it can be that you're canceling some plans because you're not feeling it right now and making new plans, rescheduling. But it can also be that, you know, you're looking at things that have an expiry date, especially documents this month, because you have the first card as the Justice card. And there is, like, I would say, now, don't shoot the messenger when I say this. I feel like there's like a pile of letters or maybe even a buildup of emails where there is a critical piece of information or document that needs to be looked at or even signed that has an expiry date, and you've got it already. So this could be you needing to go through your emails or look under a stack of like bills or letters. That's what I'm seeing in the water at the same time I'm scrying for your reading. There is something that's like under a lot of stuff, and it may be something that you forgot to open, or you opened and thought I'll deal with that a little bit later, and then someone else put some more mail on it and it's just got lost in the system. I would say there's something there that's really important, so sort through those emails or those letters, because when you discover it, you're going to be so thankful you did. For some of you, I mean, it could be a check that you're needing to bank or something like that, and you thought, oh, I'll do that a little bit later, and you've just put it to the side, or perhaps you've been looking for it because you really need to sort of bank it, and you're like, oh, I can't find it. You're going to find it in September. Okay, so I'm just going to leave it like that. Now, we do have an Ace of Swords there. So this is your breakthrough moment. With the Ten of Swords being present, it tells me that things that have been truly difficult are coming to an end. And this is the start of something fresh. For some of you, it could be new ideas. It could be inspiration. It could also be a way of thinking. So it could be that right now you're trying to manage your thoughts and be a little bit more positive. I mean, we all get a little bit negative or down sometimes, and we doubt the process. So I feel a lot of you are trying to remain more positive, to see things with new eyes, in order to see if it can change your manifestation ability. And you will see some evidence of that as well. Also, I feel a lot of you, if you're taking a meeting or going to something that requires you to articulate how you feel, it could be that you're trying to go for an interview, or perhaps you're trying to have an important meeting with your friends or your family or someone important, or an important situation. I feel like you really do well, and you exactly find the words to express yourself and get what you need from the situation. So I definitely see there's major transformation and a positive change here that benefits you. When you get this card also, you're going to see lots of signs and symbols that are meaningful to you. You may see them as coincidences, but actually these are signs from your guides to say, pay attention. We are changing things for your highest good, and there's going to be a really fast pace for you at the end of the month. I feel, you know, the beginning of September is kind of going to be slow and steady, but the end of the month really kicks off there. For some of you, this is because either you're moving to a new neighborhood, or maybe it's a new job. There's lots of new energy here, but it could be that you're just like finding new things in life to connect to, new experiences, new people, places. And I'm just going to pull a card on this, because this is victory. It's like something that was hard won, you win it. So whether that's that lucrative deal, whether it's, you know, something that brings peace of mind, whether it's a personal development project, you're going to see evidence of all your hard work paying off there. And I feel this month is about keeping on top of things. It's about subtly knowing what to do, having clarity, understanding, taking action, and, you know, having a fulfilling life, whilst at the same time doing all the things that we need to do, like pay bills and stay on top of things, see friends, and try to live life as rewarding as possible. So let me just pull a card, the Hermit. Okay, so the Hermit can indicate that you're fed up with things being difficult. You've been recharging your batteries. Some of you, this could be a break. You may even be thinking about sabbatical. Some of you may decide to take some time out of your life in some way in order to get clear on what it is you want to do next. But, you know, the Hermit searches for inspiration and goes inwards. So your final cards are very cerebral. So this can mean that you're trying to quieten your mind or quieten the inner critic in order to get clear on things that you need to do in order to keep your life in order. This is also to recharge your batteries because, you know, work of the mind is also very taxing, especially since sometimes people think that you may be exhausted because you're doing physical activity. But actually, if, you know, you're overthinking things or, you know, you've had a lot on your mind recently, which I feel like you have, I feel things are going to get infinitely better for you. You recharge your batteries, and I feel that some of you, because you've been doing so much, I feel it's important that you take good quality time to rest as well, because that's when you will get more inspiration. A lot of you have been exhausted, and you may have felt that, you know, there's been a heavy weight on your mind, and taking a moment of respite will actually help you get more clear about the direction of your life and what needs to be done. I'm just going to pull a card on these two people, the Princess of Pentacles and the Prince of Cups. Two of Wands. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide? Okay, so I just wanted to see if it was two people, but actually they are aspects of self, but also, I mean, you can't write this. We've got the Knight of Cups to clarify as well. That's the equivalent of the Prince of Cups there in this deck. So I feel this is, some of you have waited a long time for love, and love is coming towards you. But this is also about you taking stock of what you want to do in life to experience the world, revitalize your spirits for whatever it is that you love doing, something you've been waiting to do for a long time, or that you've been kind of meaning to connect to. I feel like you're looking at your options. Some of you, it's travel plans, but I actually feel this is about you looking at what you have to offer in life and what you want to do with life in general. And then I feel like you're not waiting anymore. I feel like you're looking at your options, and then you're making your decision, and then you're going for it. So this is a big month of making things happen on your own terms. And I feel like you're going to be very excited at the outcome. It just feels like for September, there's a lot going on for you. And I feel like you're actually going to embrace October with quite a lot of enthusiasm and excitement. So it almost feels like you're setting something in motion in the month of September so that you can action it at the end of September or as you move into October. But I do feel financially things are stable. I feel like you are focusing on your plans, looking at your options. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Taurians? What else do they need to know regarding their month of September? Can you please show them? Okay, so we have the fifth house. Yeah, so I mean, I'm not surprised to see that come out there because your fifth house is governing you heavily. And this is like love affairs, romance, play, parties, creativity, children, having fun, entertainment, fertility, dating, and joy. Okay, so I did mention all of those things. They did kind of come up in your reading. And this just solidifies the fact that this will be a fun month where you have a healthy dose of balance and you connect to things that you really love. It's almost like you're romancing your life with this card, okay, and with this energy that's coming out there. And also we have the second house. Now, even though the second house is not governing you this month, there is a healthy dose there of you focusing on your finances, your acquisitions, and it says here material possessions, money, work, income, values, aesthetics, luxuries, security, attitude towards possessions. So that came up briefly, which is like you being on top of your bills, making sure you have a budget, and also decluttering your home space. This is anything that you have outgrown. I feel like you may put it online to earn some extra cash there. Some of you may be setting up new ideas to bring in more finances. These could be second streams of income or side hustles, things like that. Some of you may even be purchasing a large purchase, whether it's a home, because we've got the Ace of Swords there. It could be that you find a property that is, stealing your heart, but at the same time is in your price range. For some of you, it could be that you're moving to a new neighborhood. You could be finding a property to rent, or it could be that you are actually deciding to purchase property abroad. I would say if you're purchasing anything large, like a large car or property abroad or anything like that, make sure you get the right legal help there and advice, because you'll want to make sure that there's nothing untoward there, especially since the Justice card is in the resistance position. I would just say, you know, pay a little bit extra perhaps to get the right advice so that you're not surprised later on. Okay, so I'm just going to go and get a trinket or rune before we close. So we have the cap and scroll. So this is about you utilizing your knowledge in order to make life run smoothly. Some of you may be re-entering education in some way, getting a course online going on. You may even get a certification or qualification. If you're already in a course of learning or doing something where you upskill or get new knowledge, I feel like it could be coming to an end, and it was difficult. I see it was difficult. So congratulations. I feel like you're going to pass with flying colors, and I feel like this is a fresh new start for you. Also, we've got the fan. So this can indicate that things are going to get pretty hot for you in the month of September, and that you'll need to cool down. But I also feel, you know, this is about taking quality time, because I'm actually just seeing someone just sitting there fanning themselves. And it feels very much like there is an energy of gravitas. Okay. I mean, for some of you, it could be that you're thinking about getting aircon, or perhaps it could be that you have to perhaps get aircon fixed in the next coming weeks or months. I hate to give that message, but I do see it there too. But I feel more than anything, this is about gravitas. This is about, what am I getting there? I'm just getting something. 1 moment, please. I'm just getting it being used as like a flirtation method. So maybe some of you are going to like a fancy dress party or some sort of festival where people dress up and you actually have a fan. And it's kind of like, I don't normally get that energy with that trinket, but I am getting it for this one. So it could be that you meet someone, there's chemistry, maybe you're at a fancy dress party, or you see someone with a fan. But yeah, I will leave it like that. I'm not sure what else I can give you with that one. So I hope something resonates there for you in this reading, and you're still in time to enter the last competition that I've been doing, which is to win a free personal reading from me. I will upload the person's name who wins the competition at the end of August. Even though this is a September reading, I'm reading this for you in August for the month ahead. So if you would like to enter that competition, all you have to do is write in the comments box below, love is the answer, and my guides will bring me to that one subscriber to win that free personal reading. Please keep your notification bell on, because I will upload that video and you'll want to know if that winner is you, and then I can get that reading to you. Okay, so thank you so much, my beautiful Taurians, and love and light.